We are discussing the software development architectures. We know that in software development, various architectures can be seen, can be involved, and can be devised. So, for need of a business which is large or complex, we need functionality, the stability, and also the adaptability under the rising workloads as they are large, and also the requirements, the business requirements, they are changing, and we want to give the highest level of performance and availability. And all this done, the cost effectiveness is also a need or a requirement. So, what are the contents of business application? In the business application, the first and foremost is the business logic. Then the database, of course, and the graphical user interface. So, with graphical user interface, user will try to solve certain business logic or his problems, and meanwhile, on the background, these logics will employ the database. Let us see the keywords first of all. What is business logic? These are the rules governing the business. Means this can change frequently depending on the type of business. And the database, of course, the data which is relevant to our business, the containment is in the database. The graphical user interface, this provides the platform for interaction of the user with the system, or this is the way of interacting with the solution. We start with the one-tier architecture. This is a one-tier architecture. This is our application component here, and this is the database. So in the one-tier architecture, the presentation logic, the business logic, and the access logic, they are connected, interconnected, and they are also interconnected with the database. In the one-tier architecture, as you see, that this is the database. This MDB is database, and we see that with this database, this data, the access or the presentation where the forms and reports will be there. This is connected along with the, say, business logic. It can be any visual basic module, say example. In one tier architecture, what are the advantages? First, very easy to develop, and you can develop it very quite quickly. And for small offices, one tier architecture is good. But the disadvantages: how to upgrade? Very difficult to upgrade because all things are connected, not scalable. Again, things are connected, and the valuable business logic is not protected. Then we come to the two-tier architecture. Now see, the boxes are actually the tiers. We have the first layer, which is carrying the presentation logic as well as the business logic. Then we have another layer. This is the first layer. This is the second layer, which is our data layer. Here we have a data access logic that interacts with the database. So two separate layers are there. That is the presentation logic plus the business logic, and then the data access logic. In the two-tier architecture, the advantages are it protects the business logic from user interface, and the disadvantage is the business logic is implemented on the PC. And also, when you have this, of course, the traffic, it will be increased, and application logic can't be reused because it is embedded here. And we must design and implement protocol for communication between the client and server. This has to be there. Then we come to the three-tier architecture. That is the one tier, two tier, and now three-tier architecture. So in three-tier architecture, we have certain separation. This is first, this is second, and this is third. And the first tier, it deals with the presentation layer. Means it contains only the presentation logic. In the business layer, it only contains the business logic, and the data layer would only contain the data access logic. In the three-tier architecture, the advantages is there is a clear separation between the user control or user interface control, the data presentation from the application logic, and changes in the business logic won't be it will not reflect, or it will not propagate any changes to any other layers because it is independent. And the dynamic load balancing can be done using the multiple servers. And the n-tier architecture, of course, this is also known as the layered architecture. N usually means 3 or more tiers. N-tier, 3 or more tiers, and this can be used to model both a web-based application and a desktop application. In n-tier architecture, as you see here, we have a presentation logic. Means in end tier, we need to have clear separation between three things. First is our presentation layer should be different from the business layer, and it should be different from the data layer. In the presentation layer, you can have any kind of controller with forms, any decorator, and the presentation object. And it should interact with the business layer in this fashion. And one interaction between business layer and the data layer. And they must be interacting inside. In the end-tier architecture, the tiers may contain one or more components of the application. Okay, tiers may contain one or more components of the application, as we just saw in the figure, and the components in one tier can communicate only with the components in the tier above or below. Please understand, the components in one tier can only communicate with the components in the tiers above and below. In the n-tier architecture, the components implement a major functionalities in the application, and every application can have at least three tiers: user interface, business logic, and the data storage tier. In the n-tier architecture, the disadvantages: in small application, the benefits are not very perceptible or visible, and every data that goes in the system from the user to the database must pass through the components in the middle layer. Therefore, the response time of the system will be slow. While the advantages include change, the easiness to the change. So you can decide to switch from desktop application to web application by just changing the user interface layer. That is a small part of the application. And the same thing with the database system also. And also, maintenance is quite easy. You can easily manage. If each layer has its own functionality and something needs to be changed, you will know what to change. In the n-tier architecture, the advantages include easy to reuse also. That is, if another application is developed for the same domain, it can use a big part of the business layer, of course. And development is quite easy. Each layer can be developed by separate teams and focus only on their specific problems. You don't have to know the HTML, ASP, object-oriented design, and SQL at the same time. If you are aware of HTML, you can work on one layer. If you are aware of SQL, you can work on the another layer. So this is about the different layers or different tiers of architectures, software architecture that can be adopted. May it be your conventional application or may it be your web application. Thank you so much. Take care.